from loneliness, that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only
One. Go.
Hello everyone and welcome to Deviants of Chaos. Today we are taking a slight break from the main party. Which, by the way, they all woke up and then a meteor struck. Everyone died. The end.
Roll 20 is being stupid on me. I have to refresh.
Why you don't sleep during a meteor shower?
If you don't see it coming, then you really don't have a choice.
You don't see it coming.
Oh my gosh.
Guys. Rain.
What?
Okay, just a moment.
Marco.
Okay, so on the Ruins of Thunder Tree map, what did you want to get?
The map to the right of it.
To the right? What?
Yes.
It's a drop-down menu. There is no to the right.
The one that starts with a B and is beside Frey's Forge.
Marco.
Hello.
I'll
have
send
HPs that I just want you to replicate what's to the right of the barrier to the ones that are on the left of the barrier.
Yeah. No, but what are you?
They're both
Brian,
there.
could you just start? I'll send him a picture. He can't find the actual map.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay. Anywho. So you're all here. Set. I don't think you guys met that one yet. So where was your team last?
We
What do you
were
think they
out. We were traveling, trying to either get away from the specters. And then we ran into Team A.
I know it's been a while, and you're here.
Yeah.
And you're either in one of the taverns or the temple.
I can't get on roll 20. I'm going to be a little bit.
Take your time.
The Rarg's probably sleeping in the woods, as usual.
But yeah, I imagine after that whole ordeal of like trying to track this girl down, then her just paying us the reward money, we just kind of all came back here.
Yeah.
Cash is just kind of like, sitting really low and like munching on the food he got himself with, and he's hiding a dagger underneath the table.
Brian, you didn't put them on the GM layer. You deleted them, by the way.
What?
Just about the tokens. Never mind. Never mind.
Cool.
Marco.
There we go. Hello.
Yeah, Brian, you don't want to delete the tokens. You want to right-click and move them to the GM layer, so you don't have to get them back next time.
Oh.
Live and learn.
Sounds like a good idea. Sorry about this.
Found it. This?
And Kasak's token is still Lala's art, apparently.
Don't worry about it.
Never mind. Moving on.
Mammy, I'll just drop that. I'll just drop that deposit up.
Anywho, so you're in the inn.
Yay, it works now. I think.
Ragar's outside.
But yeah, like I said, Cash is like just sitting there eating his food, and he's got a knife underneath the table, and he's just eyeing Alari as he's doing it.
And Aliari is arguing with the bartender over drink prices.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but the drink prices are non-negotiable.
Oh, come on, that's got to be like twice what they were yesterday.
I assure you that no one touched the price board since yesterday.
That is not my recollection.
I'm surprised you can remember anything.
Gerard's just having his breakfast outside.
Oh.
Here? Oh, you're muted. You muted yourself. What?
Sorry. I looked at something and I had a squeal for a second. So
Oh, whoops. Okay. Moving on.
I'm sitting at the bar.
Mei-Ling was a little lost for a second, so she just comes down and looks around like, what'd I miss?
and she just sees like a kobold and just decked out in armor and everything's like, oh, you're awake.
Mei-Ling kind of looks like, do I know you?
Well, I know we're all kind of forgettable, but you remember that dungeon?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm sorry. I have terrible memory. I'm sorry.
I'm used to it.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I forget pretty easy.
And by the way, and he takes a bite out of like the chicken leg he has, and like, what happened to that guy who tried that trick on me?
Oh, I wish I knew.
What, he ditched you guys the moment you were out?
Everybody goes through their own thing, so they got the journey on their own to figure it out.
Good riddance. He blew me up with a fireball.
I mean, you're still alive now, right?
And Gerard's just outside the window, and he's like, he singed my fur.
Not like he did it on purpose.
This is why I don't like magic.
While you guys are talking, new person arrives.
Alright. So you see this rather odd looking white bird just sort of walk in. The odd thing is that, well, they have hands instead of wings. But they're clearly avian because they've got a beak. And you watch as this kenku hops up to the table and just takes a seat.
Gerard sees her walk in and is like, eh. He's seen weirder things. He knows what bird people are.
Mei-Ling was kind of like interested in like, ooh, like at seeing it someone new, but then she's also like nervous at first, so she just goes over and takes a quick seat.
Which, Task, sorry, why did I say Task? But yeah, Cash finishes up his chicken leg, chicken leg, funny enough, and he says, and he says to and he says to Mei Ling, "Don't see many Kenku around here. What do you think she's here for?"
That's a Kenku?
What? You never seen one?
Mm-mm. I've only seen them in books, but never in person.
I've always known Kenku to be black.
Yeah.
This-
Well, it's kind
Hello.
of like
Welcome to Rivershire.
like
Is that what you just said? Is she mimicking a welcome wagon?
No, she repeated what Maevla said.
like
That is a vet.
that's-
Never had me on speak. Told back to me before.
Speak back to me before.
Friggin' Kenkus, they can't really speak normally.
Speak normally.
Melik looks at it like, that's impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's the only way they can communicate because apparently their whole species was cursed to never utter a single word.
I look. And I look. I get her. You want to buy the drinks?
Cool.
Normally just shakes her head no.
She just shakes her head and says, "Drinks."
Damn it, that usually works.
Melik kind of looks at her like, you're trying to get somebody to buy you a drink? That's mean.
That's mean. And
You
she
have?
nods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your own coin, you sleazy elf.
And
Buy your own drink.
Buy your own drink.
Oh my god.
friends like
Gerard
me,
can tell.
I slap the coin down.
Gerard can tell this is going to get annoying fast. What, me speaking Scottish or repeating Kenku? The Kenku.
I mean,
Just-
if we have any if we have any Scottish viewers, as I know which one they'll probably find more offensive.
Oh. I apologize.
But yeah, finishing up his breakfast, Kasha goes up this way and over to Akami. It's like, all right, boss. Well, what are we doing now?
I'm wondering that myself. I haven't found any new information regarding Set. You worked with him. Perhaps did he have any other other basis of operation to your recollection?
All right. How low on the totem pole was I?
Who are you again? That's how low you
Oh, that's
I
how
think
low.
he was the one that Silas charmed and
No, I
Gerard
know who
threatened.
he is. That's how low he is.
But yeah,
I mean,
it
I
was-
imagine that that was how all the kobolds were.
But yeah, that was basically where I was. It was the I'd show up for work and everyone just ask, "Who are you again?" But yeah, so Cash thinks for a minute, and then he says,
And Okami, at the remembering that this kobold once worked for Set, he grabs him by the scruff of his neck, lifts him up, and looks him dead in the eye, and tells him, and remember, you were an accomplice to the detainment and captivity, the unwillful captivity of 2 children. With that, concerning that, I would speak honestly.
and taking note of that, Kashak just says, "What do you want from me? It's not like you want to tell anyone anything."
My mission and is to exterminate Set. Any information you can provide, however little, would be appreciated and encouraged.
Look, all I can really tell you is pretty much the basics. He's an abomination. He probably likes torturing animals for fun. And on top of that, he was my boss for a while, but even then, boss was kind of generous.
Hey, give me. I know Brains this, but because Set is, so give me just a general intelligence check. B101.
General intelligence?
Yep.
Alright.
Just general intelligence.
Eh,
You think you might have been into sewing?
Doing. Oh yeah, the doll.
But yeah, he thinks for a minute. He's like, no, wait. I think I seen him like stitching things together one time. Not like
Was it fabric or bodies?
I was going to say it seemed like fabric. So I don't know. Maybe he's into sewing or something. I've got no clue.
Okami just sighs and unceremoniously drops Kashak on the floor.
Spook mimics the sound with a frown.
Like
Good.
even under new management, I get no respect.
No respect.
Aliar comes along and puts an arm around his shoulder. Hey, damn knights! I think they're better than us.
Twitch, yeah, he just squints his eyes at her, and he's like, keeping an eye on his pockets.
You two are just lucky you aren't sharing a cell.
Like, I find it really cute that you think one of your cells could hold me.
Spook approaches the kobold and looks to him and repeats, and what's your character's name again, Andy?
Huh?
Okami.
Yagami Okami.
Yagami. And she repeats in Yagami's voice the words, crap, I've forgotten it now. I'm sorry. Accomplice, that's it.
It's like, and he just kind of nods his head, like, yeah, like every other kobold in existence, I was under bad management for a while. Then, well, after this lot, and he points over to Mavalia, Alari, Mailing, and the the bugbear and the bugbear who's just like pressing his nose against the glass outside.
No, the window is open. The window is open.
He points to all of them and he says, "Well, after these guys came and raided my workplace and damn near killed me, I locked myself in the
captured
storage."
first.
Yeah, they let me go. I locked myself in the storage room, cried for a bit, waited a couple of days until I ran out of resources, walked out to find everyone dead, and I just kind of walked out and figured, you know what, I probably should maybe try a different lifestyle.
Different lifestyle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, different lifestyle. And the Kenku nods.
And to which he said, "Hell, this is pretty much just me repurposing everything." And he shows Spook the resume that he showed you, Okami, with the with like minion resume written on it that's just crossed out and it says adventurers.
Spook looks at this and you watch her eyes just shine, and then she pulls out a pen and crosses out your name and writes her own and then offers it.
Like, hey, I spent hard money on making that.
Hard money.
It's a piece of paper, Kashak. I'm sure you can replace it.
Rarg's just laughing.
Like, but yeah, he thinks for a minute. It's like, wait, are you saying you want to work for me?
For me. And the Kenku nods. Work
Wait,
for
so
me.
hold on. You mean me work for you, or you work for me?
Me work for you.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that, honestly. I mean,
You gained a follower.
Let me try something. I then point to me. You work for us? Or I then point to her. We work for you.
You work for us?
I guess that means she's working with us.
Well,
Working with us.
Why?
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 Okay, has anyone got some pen and paper?
to which he,
I hail the barmaid. Hey, mind if we have a pen and a quill and paper for a minute?
Sure. I've learned from personal experience that talking with a Kenku is rather difficult.
The
And she
Kenku,
pulls out a pen and a piece of paper.
the Kenku
hands it to
once
you.
more looks to Kashak and says, You work for me. No, wait. Me work for you.
all right, well, I guess that's settled then. What's your name?
She hands you the minion resume again.
And it's like, oh, Spook.
Spook.
I take the quill and paper and hand it to Spook. Let's try this again. Why do you want to work with us? And please write it down.
She tilts her head for a moment, and then she writes, and let me just check that she does indeed know common. Oh yeah, she does. Okay. She writes
She
down.
can write in common. As long as she's seen written words in common, she can write it.
So she writes down basically. I
Withdraw.
like the kobold. He's cute.
Aw. Someone has a
Peter, what is it
crush.
with you and female Kenku?
I don't know. This isn't even a character that's even charisma focused.
Yeah.
For once.
She,
But yeah,
the
seeing-
Kenku then
seeing-
reaches out and pats Kashak on the head with a cheerful expression.
But yeah, like
And-
his cheeks. But yeah, seeing that written out and having that done to him, his cheeks just light up. He grabs both of he grabs the goggles with both hands and he just pulls them over his eyes.
Maylene puts her hands on her. She goes, "Aw, that's so cute."
That's so cute.
Mivela has a grin plastered on her. Mivela has a grin plastered on her face. So, our temple does perform weddings.
The Kenku tilts her head and just goes, "Huh?"
True.
Like yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Okay, so yeah, welcome to the team, Spook. So,
Welcome to the team.
and he just kind of shuffles past everyone. And he just stares at the notice board. You can't tell because he's got his goggles on and because of the tint, it's kind of hard to see his eyes. But it just looks like he's staring blankly at it. He's not looking for anything.
For those of you who are paying attention, a new person enters the room. And she looks over at your gathering and she's like, "Oh, do you happen to be a group of adventurers?"
Oh, he's so cute.
Yes, kinda.
Okay.
Yes.
Especially
kinda.
this. She looks at the wolf yokai, whose name I have forgotten. I'm sorry.
Yagami.
Yagami. By the way, for reference, this is a fox henjokai. I didn't have a icon for her. She looks at him and she's like, "Especially this burly man over here."
Are you from Sakuramura?
I do not believe I have heard about such a place.
Then you're a yokai I born outside the forest.
I guess so. Don't remember all of my youth like anyone else.
Insight.
Anyway, I have this thing I would like to deliver to my friend in. Just a moment. Nettletown. I'd like your group to accompany me.
It's like, what are you paying? And like Cash just pokes his head out from behind the like tall wolf guy.
She thinks for a moment. Would 30 silver work?
30 sil. Oh lordy.
Yeah, I just rolled insight on this one. As this girl, like
I'm rolling. I'm rolling insight too because I'm
To be
suspicious.
fair, your DM does not have a reference for monetary value.
Yeah.
If I remember, 10. Wait, did you say silver? She's offering silver?
Silver.
So yeah, 30 silver, that would be equated to. I think.
Rain, just say it's a gold.
Okay. For 1 gold, she says.
To which he just says 1 gold. Seriously?
Mavila and Alalari are suspicious, and we rolled insight check.
You rolled insight.
Yes, we did.
Well,
Insight only tells you if they're telling the truth or not.
she does have something she wants to deliver to her friend.
But we're suspicious.
And insight only tells you if they're telling the truth or not.
Which she is.
Insight is rather more nuanced than that.
I'm a space level.
Look, we're trying to figure out if she's delivering something illegal like narcotics or something.
No, it's definitely something benign. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh.
Like, okay, is 1 gold really? Okay, just ask. How far away is this?
A ways?
What do you mean a ways? Like sun up, sun down. That's a day. How long?
Where is Big Map? Big Map. Hi, Big Map. You are here?
Yeah.
It is here.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't really do long distance.
For a trip that size, you'd have to make it around 100 gold, Brain.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like it seems like Cash wants to say something about that, but he just kind of stays silent because he's so used to being like, he's under management currently. So it's like, you can tell like from the furrowing of his brow, like he doesn't like this.
120. We'll do it for 120 gold.
Okay. She says. She also I've heard that the baker needs some assistance with something if you want to go talk to him first.
And then Gashi goes, baking? And she runs out to where the baker would be.
So you are less one monkey.
I'll go after her to make sure she stays out of trouble. Can you switch back to the Riverside map?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever Aliari goes, Gerard follows.
All right, I forgot to move you here, and I moved the monkey. And now we're over here.
Okay,
Baker
with
appears
the-
to be about here. For those who actually stayed behind,
yeah, I'm
the
okay.
NPC tells you that it's not urgent. You can do other things first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, good to know you're not sending us that far away for something that's urgent. That's not urgent.
Okay, just a moment. Front. That's the wrong one. Token layer. So Baker sees you guys approach. He's like, "Oh goodness! Oh good! Are you like adventurers or something?" And he's outside of this building at the moment.
Gerard's behind a tree.
Millie nods with a smile, like, yes. Somebody mentioned
Excellent.
there's something to be done.
I need you to. Well, you see, this hobgoblin wizard visited my store recently, and now there are monsters inside it, and I can't do any baking.
Cat! I heard a cat. Sorry.
I heard it too.
My cat is being very
Affectionate.
cat today.
Very vocal.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Okay,
We can
so
say that's some.
The baker,
Millie-
who introduces himself as just a moment. Mish Madden Kipcash. Yes, I made these names myself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Mish. Oh, actually, wait, no. Yeah. We know who you are, Mish. We've been to this bakery before.
Okay. Anywho,
So how
is this
did
all of your group? You might want to have all of your group for this.
We'll be fine.
are the
Meanwhile,
monsters
Sure.
that bad in there?
just give
I
me a
think
second?
so.
Just give me a second, Mish.
If it's a hobgoblin who did
Available.
this, we'll need to
Available.
prepare.
guys,
Come on, what kind of monsters would be in a Oh, come on, what kind of monsters would invade a bakery?
you were going to say something, Dream?
I was typing it, but I
All right.
went back. But I went back to the others at the end, and I tell them,
Yeah.
"Hi, come on, you lot. We got monsters at the bakery."
You would
Yep.
see Spook trying to pet Kashak again.
By the way, Ali would have walked into the bakery shortly after you left, and after saying, "Oh, come on, how bad could it be?"
Oh yes, which reminds me, on the way to the bakery, Aliari, you found a ring on the ground.
What?
It
Do
just
I
looks like a ring with a skeleton on it, that's all.
That's oddly convenient.
But
Yeah, might be worth a bit.
So
but yeah, like as
So does she pick it up then?
Wait. I go to pick it up and then I pause. As does it look like anything dangerous?
It just has a skeleton on the front, as far as you can tell.
Okay, but is it magic in any way?
Is your character good at determining if something is magic?
He's an elf.
I mean, I technically have a positive modifier in that skill. It's a 1, but still.
He's an elf.
You can try to do an Arcana check to see if you can figure out if it's magic. Can't guarantee it'll work.
Hey!
It looks like a mundane item.
I poke it with a stick.
It remains a mundane item.
I just like loop. Okay, I grab. Okay, I get a cloth out of my bag, and I just like I just pick up the ring using that, making no skin contact with the ring, and then I just like drop it in my bag, and I'll just like to be figured out later.
And we'll never see it again.
But yeah, like while like Spook is like trying to,
Guys,
but yeah, while like Spook's patting Kashak, is like, this feels so weird. Because like you guys have you guys ever like known what it feels like for like a bird to like grip your finger with its like talons or something? It feels kind of weird. This is just basically like a giant like talon, like, you know, just trying to wrap around his head.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
but yeah, Mavela came in. It's like, hey, we got something to do in the bakery. It's like, at least. All right, at least we can probably get something done. Hopefully we're getting paid for this.
It's going to be 30 seconds before you can get to the bakery, Ali, and Aliar is already in there. What's she
Gerard's following her. Because of course he is.
I don't think that...
Oh, there we are.
Okay, so you...
Why? What happened to... the whole thing just went black for me.
Zoom out.
Zoom out.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna reload.
Give me a second.
Looks like the settings are right.
Yeah, might be
It's not set to her token, so she can't see. Just give me a second.
Also, you might want to delete that Necker thing from there.
Just call
Hey,
Gerard the Exterminator.
You should have sight now.
Yeah. One moment, I just hit the refresh button, so give me a moment.
Okay.
Marco.
Almost.
In the meantime, what do we see in the bakery?
It just looks like the front of the bakery at the moment.
Huh.
Again,
it's the counter.
I go in.
The door to the back.
Not seeing any of those monsters in your isn't here, Mish.
They're in the back.
Gerard.
Do I hear any monsters?
Gerard
It does sound like there's stuff being thrashed back there.
Yeah.
No, someone's making a mess back there. Bad. Don't make messes.
Gerard unseats his axe.
Hold on. Okay, pause. Lag. Load lag. One moment.
All right. Brain.
Mm-hmm.
Brain. Just quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How far behind is like the three of us compared to the rest of them?
It's like a
that
1
is a
minute
good
walk.
question.
Okay, if it's like...
It's literally across the road.
Were you walking or running?
I'd say it's probably well, we're probably running because, well, at this point, no.
Okay, so I'm going to say she's probably with you as well. And you can come in on the second turn. So, as you go to open the door, a tentacle comes out.
Well, that's that.
A tentacle hits the door, or comes out where the door is, and tears through the middle of the entire wall.
Okay, that's not supposed to happen in a bakery.
All right, who cast Tentacular Spectacular?
Roll initiative.
Oh my god, what?
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Remember to click on your tokens.
All right.
That's a good roll. And of course, Kashak gets the best roll. Because he's the rogue.
In case you can't tell, this is a giant bread monster. It has tentacles.
Oh dear.
Oh, so someone... Oh, okay, someone teleported bread!
I told you one of the things was right up my alley. Right up there with what I'd probably put in it.
No. Oh, great. We're playing TF2 now.
Living bread.
It's
Fire
living
eat it.
bread.
You fire it or eat it. Like, I mean, he's like, I kind of want to eat it.
We'll all be fine as long as no one teleports any bread. Question. What's your question, soldier? I teleported bread. What?
You what?
You told me to. How much?
All right.
I've done
Well,
nothing
let's
but
get-
teleport bread for 3 days. Where
All right,
have
let's
you
get-
been sending it?
All right. Well, let's get this.
Guys,
All right. Yeah. Calm down.
let's start.
Gerard is friggin' ready to take this guy on.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay.
Mavila yells, "What's going on
Everyone's
out
rolled
there?"
initiative then?
There's a lot of bread in here.
Angry bread.
I would not
It's the
advise
world's
eating
turn.
this bread.
Nothing of interest happened. Kashak, you are running. Guryarg,
Gerard.
I don't think the minions have tentacles. They're just
Aw,
bread.
Okay.
I'm sorry to spoil your fun.
Okay. Oops.
So, of course, he rushes in.
I would like to take a moment to mention that this entire wall is gone.
Alright.
Well, he
Well,
just out of politeness just goes through the door even though the wall's missing.
Oops.
And he goes into a rage. Of course he does. And I'm just going to use my first attack with a great axe, and it's going to be... No, it's just going to be a regular attack. It's not going to be reckless.
Okay.
That hits? Does
You
it hit?
hit. You
Okay.
hit the bread.
With my great axe. Time to slice some bread.
The buns.
Don't forget
And
your
second
rage
attack.
damage.
You slice
There it is.
bread.
Alright, the...
Okay, I'm gonna take when he does that. I take a look. Does the bread seem? Is there anything inside the bread now that the bread's been sliced in half that I can see?
You'll have to wait your turn.
And I can move over here and use my second attack.
As you look into the,
I just
as you
realized
look
that your
into the-
token's missing from the turn order for some reason.
What?
You just went past. You just went past Graug's turn.
No, it's missing. Weird.
Yeah,
Missing.
Did you click on your token?
I did.
No, it
I'll
was
let-
there. Gone now.
I
someone
know what
accidentally
happened.
deleted it?
I know what happened. It's because I accidentally deleted their token. I'll add it back.
Oh, that's why. My initiative was 18 anyway. You want me to click on it again?
Nah, I got it.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's going over here.
Are you gonna attack that piece of bread too?
Yes, it's going to be
What
a
did that
regular.
piece of bread do to you?
Nothing. Oh,
Oh no!
well,
well, at least you aren't standing next to anybody.
Roll a dex save.
Oh.
You managed to maintain grip of your weapon, but you're prone.
well,
You are bread.
Yeah, he's no. Yeah, he slipped on the body. Like he's basically It's like with a banana peel, but instead it's that dismembered piece of bread that he killed first.
So this bread,
oh dear.
it attacks you.
With bite mark.
It succeeds in attacking you.
Of course it does.
It deals 4 piercing damage.
Which would be
This-
2.
Also,
regular?
it's attached to your arm.
Just regular? Because I'm currently raging.
I give you raw numbers,
Okay, so it's 2.
and it's attached to your arm.
Ow.
That's weird. The
He's
bread
not
eats
even
you.
phased.
This
piece
is
of bread
against the
also comes
natural
over
order
here.
of things.
And it also attacks you. And it also hits.
Formed by sentient bread.
It deals 6 piercing damage and is also attached to you.
So 3 piercing damage.
Yeah. He's not even phased. He's just dumbfounded by he's just falling over.
Let's see. That bread gets there. That one gets there. That one gets there. It's Alari's turn.
Aliari. And
Aliari.
the eye is not silent, remember that. Okay, just checking that the dumb distance thing. Yeah, I'm within distance. Okay, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna hunter's mark the big bread.
The big bad. Red.
Okay.
Okay, and then and then bread lie down and just sit back and get eaten like all other bread.
Not your best. Not your best.
You missed.
Yeah. Okay, and I attack again.
You hit.
It takes a moment to cut through him.
Okay, that's 17 damage. And
that's all your turn?
On my turn. Yeah.
Maylin, your party members are being attacked by bread. What do you do?
Yes, they are. I'm almost sad. I'm like, Brett, why have you betrayed me? I like making it cooking, and now it's like I feel so hurt.
As if to answer that question, you hear a voice off in the distance yell, "I teleported bread!"
By the way, I'm actually going to leave this wall on this layer. Just remember that it's like totally destroyed. And that you can walk through it.
I kind of want. I don't want to get too close, but I also want to try to set the big bread on fire.
Do you realize that your barbarian is currently being chewed on by bread?
That's true.
He's been chewed on by worse.
She's a barbarian. He's a barbarian. He can handle it.
Yeah.
That too. I know about barbarians, and I'm like, he fell down. He get back up. He'll be fine. I think.
Fair enough. You might want to worry about Aliari. She's pretty squishy.
No, actually, she is not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I really want to use Sacred Flame, so I want to see if I can like toast them even more.
With radiant? With radiant flames?
Oh, it's Radiant Flame.
Yeah.
There we go. My bad.
Wow, how did you get such a high armor class?
Me?
No, Aliari.
Because she took all the monies.
Oh.
Fighting style, medium armor feats, and a set of half plate that she totally didn't steal.
Totally didn't steal.
Totally
Okay.
Anyways.
So what do you do, Miss Cleric?
I still want to try to use Sacred Flame on. Do I want the big one or I want the one that's getting closer? Eeny, meeny. I want to try a big one.
Toast the big bread.
I'll try the big bread.
It needs to make that save.
Yeah. Not a great damage roll.
Fails.
Nope.
Fails. It takes
Yay.
5 minutes.
It's bread. It doesn't have high dexterity.
You are running. You are running. You are running. It's the bread's turn. This will be so much fun.
Oh boy.
You see, let's see, that has a reach of, okay. So the bread monster moves up here.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh, it's takes up 3 spaces. It's still next to you.
Oh, but it's coming after me. Jeez.
Lala, you might want to move your drawing.
No.
I tried to move the drawing with it. It didn't seem to work that well.
No.
Oh well.
Wait,
You see, the bread monster, it decides to, use a tentacle against the ranger, which hits.
Wait, it got higher than a 21?
Yep.
Oh shit! What's the damage?
It deals 9 bludgeoning, and you're grappled by tentacle.
This is. All right. This is okay. This is the weirdest hentai I've ever been in.
Oh god.
That's in
PG. This is PG.
The bread monster makes a bite attack against the prone barbarian, who takes 7 piercing damage.
So half that would be
3?
yeah.
3.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
still
also makes a
okay.
tentacle attack against you, which
Yeah.
also succeeds.
Oh yeah, we can
And you
definitely
take
handle
12
this.
bludgeoning damage. And you are also grappled.
Famous last words.
Oh dear.
Garog, it's bread. Eat your way out.
So not only are you being eaten by bread, but you're being held by bread tentacle. It's the world's turn. Nothing of interest happened. Kashak, you arrive at that location.
To find your friends being slapped around by a bunch of bread.
Which means, as in, you can move from that location.
And the wall's broken. The wall's broken
wanna
down,
run?
so if I
Oh,
Can we
I glitched
dash?
out there I glitched out there for a moment. I don't know what happened there. Sorry.
You blanked. It's fine.
All right.
We're being slapped around by bread. That's what's happening.
All right. Well, let's see. So yeah, I come in about 15 feet here. I see what's going on, and then I just I look to everyone outside, and he says, "You guys are not gonna believe this."
What?
Say a 15, 20.
You know what? I'm gonna say that that's about as
30,
far as you can go for now,
35,
because you were running.
40.
So you can move half your speed.
Half my speed will be 20, so I can move another 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll move 5 feet this way, so that I'm at least in this way. So there we go.
Goryard! Technically speaking, you are no longer prone because you're being grappled by bread.
right. Well, Gerard is pissed.
Eat the bread. Eat the bread. Eat the
Don't
bread.
interrupt me. That means he gets 3 attacks this turn. And he's going to be using Reckless Attack.
And bites the bread.
Against
what
this,
bread are you attacking?
the first one here.
Which hits?
Yeah. So that's 11 damage.
So this bread?
Yeah.
You slice bread.
Okay. Next attack. Against this guy.
That hits.
That also gets sliced in
You
half.
also slice more bread.
And one more
Critical hit.
against the big guy.
13 damage.
It'd be like meh.
Yeah. Well, it just destroyed two of them
Oops.
in one turn.
Skipped him. Oh well.
Okay.
The bread minions.
Yeah,
Because I accidentally clicked the
Yeah.
button too many times.
I was about to say.
He is just roaring in anger and foaming at the mouth.
This piece of bread, it decides to sample you.
It does not care, apparently.
It gets
It
advantage.
successfully samples you with 3 points of piercing damage.
So that's one.
Yes.
Yep, 1.
He does not care.
This piece of bread decides it wants to sample the monkey.
Uh-oh.
No, do not touch me.
It succeeds in sampling the monkey.
Oof.
You take 4 piercing damage. And it's attached to you.
Bread, you're disappointing me so much.
I knew those wheat fields couldn't be trusted.
And this bread, it comes over to this person.
Uh-oh.
It decides to sample you.
Alright,
But it missed.
awesome.
Now it's Larry's turn.
You're too tiny, too quick.
Okay, so the tentacle is holding me. Is it also made out of bread matter?
I assume so.
Mutated bread matter. We'll go with that.
Mutated yeast.
Does it still look edible?
No.
No. Not
Okay.
really.
Okay, then in that case, like there's sort of a gust of wind sort of starts swirling around my sword, and I slash.
Okay.
What's an icon that I can use for frenzy?
Okay, so that's 28 damage,
Okay.
and then the wind dissipates there. So this is just going to be a regular slash.
The chits.
The same rule.
Okay, that's 21 damage.
And that's all your turn then?
And yeah, that is my full turn.
Okay.
That gust of wind was my planar warrior power.
So, our monkey is being sampled by bread.
What do you do?
I know, I'm really upset. I swat at it.
You can use your action to remove the bread. But it's your action that you'd be using.
Yeah, no. Who's hurting a lot? Okay, well, they're not too bad, but all right. I'm going to try to get it off me.
So you spend an action to remove it?
Yep.
The bread
What
is
do I
no
have?
longer attached to you.
You still have a bonus action.
I'm gonna eat my
Oh, yes. Yeah, you just have a bonus action.
Well, I didn't think about that. What can I do as a bonus action?
Eat the bread, eat the bread, eat the
Nope.
bread.
No, that's an
I
action.
do. I wish. Well, damn. I had an idea planned out, but now I have to remove the bread. Now I don't know what to do. I could, Ooh. Did I even prepare it? Please tell me I prepared it. I can still move, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think.
But then the bread would attack you again.
You also have your bonus action. Remember that.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do for my bonus action. I don't know what I can do.
Healing ray.
I only got cure wounds. I didn't do healing word.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see, but I didn't prepare that. I only prepared cure wounds because it heals better.
But it's also a touch spell.
It is a touch spell, so great.
I mean, as a life cleric, I think you should always have healing prepared. But let me check.
Eh,
Well, I know I have it, but I don't know if I needed to prepare it or not.
Well, just say you don't have it now. I'll sort it out later.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
I guess all I can really do is just try to move, I guess. I'm gonna try to move closer over here to the garage in case I can use my
Opportunity
health.
attack?
Oh, that's right, huh?
Are you still moving?
No. Just get me because I don't know what to do.
Just attack.
She
I
already
will
used
use
her
an
action,
action.
though.
Okay, then yeah, that's your turn.
Yeah. Alright.
So Olivia, I think that's how it said.
Nevela.
You arrive here with
Nevela.
half your speed remaining.
And you see all your friends getting beaten up by bread.
I move here. I'm like, what the hell is this?
What the fresh hell is this?
Mei Ling looks over and she goes, "Bread has betrayed us."
I look at the bread next to the kobold and I decide to just punch it with a fist with unarmed combat.
I think as a monk you can do that twice, with one being a bonus
That
action.
hits.
How's the bread?
It's still bread. It looks like it's having a bad day though.
You
Alright,
did it.
I'll hit it again.
You hit it again.
You stomp on it.
Bread splatters everywhere.
I made bread pudding.
Eh.
I then turn back and call out to Okami and Spook. Hey, crazy thing, we're fighting bread.
Nani?
You heard me.
Spook's
We're
turn.
fighting.
You arrive
We're
at this
fighting
location
bread.
with half your speed.
Now, Becca, since you're the druid, the main druid, I have to ask this because this is my first druid. When
Okay.
you wild shape, does your movement reset?
When you wild shape? No.
So, same movement regardless. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If it has different movement from your base, then you add or subtract whatever depending.
alright.
So you have 50% of your movement, and if you wild shape and you have more movement, then you have 50% of that movement left.
No, you add no. Basically, she had 15 feet plus whatever the remainder is. Like she'd have
Plus
the base.
five.
She has the base movement minus 15 right now.
If the wild shape has 40, that would be 15 plus 10, is what he's saying, because my movement is 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Spook is going to step in and she's going to start drooling.
What?
And then she's going to wild shape into a tiger.
Oh, I see why.
He's a big white tiger.
What? Oh wait, yeah, you're Circle of the Moon. Never mind.
You're a mid druid. That means you can wild shape as a bonus action and still attack things.
So,
Yeah.
I've moved 5.
You are large.
Oh, I am?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Large
okay.
is pretty much the same.
So, let me see. I have
You're thinking of huge. Huge is that size.
okay,
This.
Maybe one day.
This is huge.
Andy,
Yeah.
please, I'm trying to take my turn.
Large takes up 2 spaces.
Anyway, while you do that, I'm gonna take my turn. Okay?
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Now I get an extra 10. 5, 10. I get here. I am going to bonus action dash. 5,
No,
10.
you want to use your bonus action.
Yeah,
I
to
meant
transform.
not bonus action, I use my action to dash, sorry.
Ah, okay.
You can't
I
use
just
your
10 by
bonus
10.
action to dash unless you're a rogue. So,
Right.
I get an extra 40
Or a ranger
move.
at higher level.
I get an
Or
extra. I get an extra 40 movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. And that triggers the Tiger's special ability.
Count.
Yep. But now, I'm not sure if the claw attack takes an action, though.
It does.
If it says it does, it does.
It doesn't.
Ah, okay.
Is it listed under actions?
It's just that. That's what it says.
No, but is it listed under actions, though?
The
There's a
claw
section
attack
marked.
is, yes.
Then it takes an action.
Yeah, it takes an action, sorry.
In that case, I'm not going to dash, and I'll just move back here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You
You're
are large.
stalking your prey.
I check sources. You are large.
Okay.
Yagami, it's your turn. You arrive here with half your movement.
All right, I rush in. I see what's going on with all the bread, and I'm like, Nani, what in Byako's name is this?
Culinary heresy.
He regains his composure, and I'm going to dash. I'm going to dash up here, and that might be my turn, I think.
Unless you have a bonus action.
I
mean,
don't know about
if you want to
bonus
attack,
action.
you could use up your action surge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I don't know about bonus action, but I do have action surge.
I mean, bonus action would activate your fighting spirit.
Fighting spirit.
I don't know how fires work. I'm sorry.
They can work however you want. That's the great
Okay.
thing about them.
You give yourself advantage on weapon attack rolls until the end of current turn. When you do so, you gain 5 temporary hit points. You can use this 3 times. Okay, but I can't use my action surge, urge, and fighting spirit on the same bonus action, can I?
No,
action surge is a
surge
free
isn't a
action.
bonus action to activate. It just it's a free action to activate.
So you have a bonus action and an action.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use my action surge to urge to so I can attack the bread in front of Maylin.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yep.
That hits.
You slice bread.
The bread is having a bad day.
Oh.
And I believe I have extra attack as well.
Yeah, so you can attack again. You slice bread!
Yeah, the damage is negligible.
I like being able to attack twice in the same turn.
Now you know how I feel.
And how I feel.
It's the bread monster's turn.
Oh boy.
The bread monster spends his action to swallow.
Uh-oh.
swallow who?
Who's in the tentacle?
Aliari.
This one.
That's a.
Oh boy. It also
God,
swallows the little bread along with it.
Bread cannibalism.
That's
You
going to
take
turn into
14 piercing damage from the bite attack.
So that's
You are
7.
now blinded and restrained.
But I can still attack, right?
Nope.
Yes.
No, you're
That's
restrained.
grappled.
I think.
Restrained
expecting
means you can not attack. Grappled means
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can't do anything.
I was expecting that to come back as a really bad case of indigestion later.
You do it. Don't worry, Grog. I'll save you.
Raylan's like, no!
It's the world's turn. Nothing good just happened. Kashak, it's your turn.
Alright, well, how far? Alright, I'll, let's see, I'll move up here. And,
You can dash as a bonus action, right?
Yep, but I'm saving it for something else.
Okay.
Alright, and is Aliari and Grau considered like at least 5 feet from the big bread?
I'm inside of it, but I'm currently incapacitated.
You're not incapacitated, you're restrained.
Yeah.
Blinded.
Yeah.
But yeah, are they like at least 5? Are they considered at least 5 feet from the bread?
Yes.
Alrighty. Which means my attack goes off with a short bow, and I have advantage on the attack, which means I get sneak attack.
You don't have advantage, I don't think. Kid.
I get advantage if you're 5 feet from
No,
the
you sneak attack.
pun.
You do not get advantage, but you get sneak attack.
As
What
Woodward
about-
says.
Pack, or is that pack tactics? I don't know.
Pack tactics.
In that case, you do have advantage.
But yeah, do I hit?
No, you don't.
Alright, well, guess that.
Okay.
Alright, well, anyway, and I'll use my bonus action to help whoever attacks the next guy. To the next person who attacks the bread. Thanks to let's see here, Master of Tactics.
Ah, okay.
It's Mr.
And that'll-
Bugbear's turn.
I'm
And that'll be
stuck.
and that'll be my and that's my turn.
You still have actions, though.
But I can't attack?
I mean, try to break free, I think.
Break out of it, though, can't you?
How do I break out?
Deal damage.
Deal damage to break out? I'm still currently frenzied. Can I still attack with my great axe?
Show it.
Weren't they saying?
Do.
Weren't you guys just saying that she can't even.
The
she can't
creature's
do anything?
attack rolls have disadvantage, so you can attack, but it has disadvantage.
And be reckless attacking, so it'd be normal attacks. So, 3 great axe attacks at normal.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, but I'm currently using
Oh,
reckless.
right. That's
attacks,
right.
so
That's
it's
right.
normal.
Okay, so that one hits.
Second attack,
Which also hits.
and third attack.
Which also hits.
I'm currently attacking whatever is currently attacking its stomach. Not even bothering with the little guy.
Okay, just a moment.
You can probably just see.
24.
You can probably just see bumps coming out of it.
Okay, so that is at least 30 damage.
Wow.
I knew that was going to come back as a bad case of indigestion later.
And the little bird, does it take damage when it got swallowed? Great.
Apparently, it takes damage on the start of the bread monster's turn.
Okay. But it got swallowed along with me. Apparently.
And it's still attached to you.
Right. I don't even care.
The moment.
Probably still biting me.
It is still biting you.
Yeah.
Wait, but then it takes the damage too. Wait, didn't it take? Doesn't it also take the damage from being inside the bread monster?
The damage is only dealt on the bread monster's turn.
When it got eaten.
Yeah.
So you've been regurgitated.
Blech. Everything is gross.
So you fall prone. And you still have the other bread on you.
Don't even care.
The other bread? You know what the other bread does?
It's nomming on me.
It noms on you. It critically noms on you.
Oh, jeez. It's like going for the neck. Jeez.
I love it, critical nom.
Okay, what kind of damage does a bread do?
Piercing. Or blunt.
Yes. Yeah, piercing.
Yeah. I'm already
He's
knocked
already
down.
knocked down.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
already knocked down.
And you take 7 piercing damage.
So 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at half health.
It's Alari's turn.
Not even
I'm
considering.
going to accept that help action from Keshaw.
But yeah, pretty much what happened is, "Oi, Alari!"
Yep, and then another gust of wind sort of swirls around on the sword as I use my bonus action to activate the Planar Warrior.
Okay. That hits.
Wow, that is not a high
Yeah.
roll. 19 damage. And then I attack again.
That's just
But the bread has already been sliced.
I'm going to attack again anyway.
You slice the bread more.
He makes sliced
now
bread.
I tell you, as nature intended, I take a big bite out of the bread.
Gross.
It tastes like mutated bread.
What does
Probably disgusting.
I think you have to roll a 20-sided die for that.
Okay, what does mutated bread taste like?
I don't know.
Probably really gross.
It tastes
I
like
remember that we still do have a monster left. It's Maylane's turn.
penicillin.
Ew.
Ew, that's gross.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm just
Barbarians being sampled.
Yep. I'm gonna go over next. Wait, where do I want to go? I can't go far. I can't go over to Garag. Dang it. I'm going to Larry, and I'm gonna use lag. Ugh, healing word.
You don't you mean cure wounds?
Oh, sorry, cure wounds. Yes. Thank you. We're just gonna do level 1 for now.
Thank you.
That, and I kind of want to attack the big. Oh no, the big guy's gone. I forgot. Oh wait, no.
It's still the little guy left, and he's nomming on my neck.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Oh, there we go. Stupid lag. I can't go any farther over to you.
Don't mind me.
I could try. No, I can't. I already used a spell. Okay. Use one spell to. I'm gonna. Can I use it? I guess I could try. I could use bullet jackson to summon a spiritual weapon and try to get it to you for the next turn.
You can summon it at a distance from you.
Yeah, I can. Ooh, here's a question. If I were to summon a spiritual weapon, would somebody be able to use it besides me or no?
I don't
It is
think
a
No.
ghost.
Aw, that would have been cool.
It only does damage when you're stabbing someone with it.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh no, that's a bonus action. I already used a spell. Can I use another spell as a bonus action?
No.
Okay then. That's all I can do then.
You
That's my
cannot
turn.
use two spells. You cannot use two spell slots in the same turn.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I can do for now.
Okay. It's Malivia's
Mavela.
turn.
Mavela.
Mavela. Okay, sorry.
Okay, I have an idea, but
Only
Do-
for
does
rogues
it-
and monks, I believe.
and I'm a monk.
Oh yeah, you can move really fast.
Yeah, in
Yes.
response to your question, Dream, you should have Step of the Wind.
I should.
Well, look up your key abilities.
Um,
Oh yeah, Step of the Wind gives you dash as a bonus action. If you spend a key point on it.
Run with the speed and fighting prowess of Albert Wesker.
I don't. Okay. Yes, I'll spend a key point to use Step of the Wind to get my butt all the way to where Garrock is.
Varg.
Okay.
Do I need to click anything or just go?
Just
Just
go.
go.
All right.
And knock off a point from your key.
I already did that.
Alrighty.
Oops. Right here.
Alrighty.
And can I still attack?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
bonus action.
that was a bonus action. You can still attack.
All right. I'm gonna beat the crap out of some bread.
You attack
And I-
Fred.
Time to knead this dough.
You hit.
But you cannot use another arm-to-arm strike because you just used your bonus action.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
she has extra attack.
Yeah. I
Oh,
have
extra attack. Never mind.
It's only when you're using your martial arts that you need to use your bonus action.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, so 10 hit.
Yep. The Brad is having a bad day.
That's it.
It's the
Yeah.
tiger's turn.
Dinner! I
tiger.
yell back to the tiger.
So, I'm just gonna briefly be here,
Okay.
because I can only move
You just
40.
kind of nod off.
See, I can only move 40 feet. So, yeah, I'd probably be here, and then I'll move 5 feet to get out of your square in a second. But, yeah, so,
Nom the
attack.
bread off of me.
It
Or
must
just
succeed
claw it
on
off.
a... Does that hit?
That missed.
Okay. And I move 5 feet away, and that's my turn.
Oh.
Akami, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, that's probably gonna. I'd probably be a dash be needing a dash action. Actually,
You have a bow and arrow, don't you?
yes, I do. I was just thinking about that.
Are you sure you want to shoot the bread off of me?
Can't be any harder than shooting an apple.
Oh boy.
That's not a high bar to jump.
You missed.
Do I get extra attack on that?
Yes, you do.
You hit.
That's better.
You successfully skewer the bread, and it dies. It stops moving and lets go of the barbarian's arm.
It was on my neck.
Now, Aliari is basically climbing to the top of a giant bread monster. She holds her cutlass aloft in the air and yells, "Hi, I'm Aliari, slayer of whatever the fuck this thing is."
I yell, do you want some butter with that?
Yes, please.
I was
Wow.
being sarcastic.
Gerard gets up and he is groggy.
Maylene just
tiger
kind of
will-
shakes her head like, "Oh, Brett, why?"
The tiger walks over to Kashak and licks him. Like, licks his head. Then the
And he
the
just-
tiger lifts a paw and so I'm just gonna roll this because she's attempting to pat him, but she's also a lot bigger. So I'm
Claws.
just gonna roll a claw attack, but no damage. Okay. So you either dodge out of the way or you don't, or you're not pinned for a moment.
All right. Well, what's your roll?
It was right, that's being whispered. Sorry. It was an 8.
Yep, completely miss.
It's like you're not completely sure how to go about this.
Well, it's more of like because it didn't meet the armor class. It's like, you know, big giant paw, like just pretty much resting on his head.
I see.
So Mish comes in and he's like, "Oh, thank you! You saved my bakery."
Yeah,
I mean,
I have a question.
yes.
How did this happen?
I told you the
Is this
hobgoblin wizard came in.
I have a question too. Was this a load-bearing wall? Everyone, get out of the bakery now!
Run!
Don't think
rush.
so.
But yeah, just at the mere mention of that, like, you know, Kashak just, like, you know, takes the big paw off him and he hops on Spook.
Yeah.
The tiger
Like, we just barely get out before the whole thing collapses.
Greg is still exhausted. No, he's not.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's
not
not
moving.
Maylene kind of notices and she tries to help him up, like, hold on, we're getting out.
And we only just get out before the whole thing collapses.
Actually, it was still supported. I'm gonna go with that for now.
Okay.
But yeah, just like Kashak is like holding tightly onto like the onto Spook's fur.
No, I check out Spook's new tiger form. We need to get you some barding.
Barding intensified.
So the
you just get this long stare.
Oh come on, you'd be an awesome battle mount.
Long stare intensifies.
I stare back.
It has now
Okay,
become a
out of-
staring contest.
Out of character, you're making it sound like Spook should be a Elsewhere battle cat from Elder Scrolls.
I don't want to ride a giant tiger into battle.
I think that's a David Bowie song.
so anywho, Mish is like, "Thank you for saving my bakery," and he says, "Here, have 20 silver pieces," and he goes into the building, which you determined is safe because it hasn't collapsed yet. He comes out and actually, before he goes in, he's like, "Oh, what kind of bread do you guys like?"
Greg doesn't eat bread. He's a meat eater.
How about
Aliar says, "Holla."
I got one. How about a box of variety cupcakes instead? I'm kind of off bread for a while.
I don't
After
want to
that.
see another loaf of bread for the rest of my life.
Never again.
Okay, I walk up. Do you do challah bread?
I whisper to Aliari, take the cupcakes.
I can bake cupcakes.
I'm sorry, but all the cupcakes were destroyed. I have bread though.
Again, do you do challah bread?
I am willing to give each of you 5 days rations consisting of any bread you want, each.
As long as it's not the bread we just killed.
Is there
Yeah,
any
I know
bread?
bread doesn't taste very good.
Is there any bread with meat in it?
That's
I
called
think
a
that's
sandwich,
called
Gerard.
sandwich. Yes, that's a sandwich.
Maylene smiles to Rog and says, we can buy meat to make them as sandwiches if you like.
Okay.
We'll just take any bread you have that's not the one we just destroyed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for future. Yeah, I suggest you burn the bread we've pulverized. So
Okay, thank you very much. So you have received 20 silver pieces total,
Mhm.
and each character has 5 days of rations consisting of bread.
So in total, I have 15 pieces of rations.
Now, Brain, this quest was great, but just a quick tip. You gotta raise the rewards with the level. So they're all
Okay.
level 5. So you should just in the future.
Well, like I said, I don't know money. So what is the money supposed to be?
Just give it a Google before you decide on rewards next time, or use a
Okay.
reward generator. They're if you choose
I mean-
a gold thing, it'll give you a general amount of what sort of treasure adventurers typically expect at that level.
Okay.
Although, I mean, given we were just saving a bakery, so this is pretty small potatoes.
Yeah,
You just got a bunch of rations.
yeah. I'm just this.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
Okay.
that was a great little quest. It was very fun, and I'm pretty. Did everyone else have fun?
Yes.
Not too bad.
Well, there you go.
Even though I
I
got
got-
swallowed.
I got and I found out that my ranger can now do barbarian levels of damage. So yeah, that was fun.
Thanks no and due small part to the fact that I hand out advantage like it's Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Good news! We're not dying! We are going to live forever! I didn't say that! I just said that we're not filled with tumors!
Alright, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm,
so Aliara's may regret. Aliara is probably gonna have a bad time that red passes through his system.
But yeah, Cash hops off and he just looks over Spook and he says, thank you.
Ooh, growl per.
And he like, he just kind of like looks around for a minute and then he just reaches out and like scratches the underside of her chin.
She nuzzles against it.
And
then she tries.
You guys so cute.
And then she tries to pet you again. And again, because she's a giant cat, an 18.
Yeah, that busts straight through the armor. So
Yes.
just you hear and just
Oh dear.
She jumps back, and you just see this look of shock.
You accidentally slapped him. Cat slap.
you may want to switch out of that form.
Nope, it lasts 2 hours.
But you can end it when you want to.
Yes. But I only get 2 of
as
them.
a druid, it lasts for as long. It lasts depending on your druid level.
Yeah.
How many hours?
No, it's half your druid level. Rounded down.
Oh, it's half your druid level. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 2 hours.
So it's 2.
Alrighty.
Because we're level 5. And
But
yeah,
I think
but
that circle has different provisions.
So the thing is, yes, I could on wild shape, but I only get 2 of them.
You can always get them back after a short or long rest.
And from the looks of our
Fine.
party, we need a rest.
Yeah.
Back to the bar for another drink.
No, back to the bar to rest.
What's the difference?
You return to the inn.
Okay, we're back at the end.
And we take a rest.
The guard comes into the inn. He just places the money on the table. Not a word. And then he goes upstairs.
You're taking a long or a short rest?
Long rest.
You enjoy a long rest.
Yay, get my key back.
And I'm no longer exhausted. Hooray!
yeah, ever since all of that, Cash is kind of just hanging around with Spook because he's kind of he's kind of honestly really interested by this, and the fact that she seems fascinated by him.
You can kind of hear Gerard just flop on top of the bed upstairs because he's so big and heavy.
And probably snore like a chainsaw cutting through a lead pipe.
Yep.
There. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Okay, just a moment.
Alright. Everybody else can talk. I'm currently off.
So, Spook?
Spook?
Why you hanging around with us? I mean, I know you said you wanted to help and all, but, you know.
She copies the monkey from before and goes, "Aww," and then she gives you a pet.
I mean,
Evidently, she's traveling with us because she's choosing to come with us because of you, Kashak.
I hear this, so I yell back, "Remember, we still do weddings at the temple."
She gives you just this puzzled look. And then shakes her head and
I point
says,
at Mavela.
"Weddings," and she's shaking her head.
Wait, do you not know what a wedding is?
Know what a wedding is. She nods. And she frowns and says, "Weddings."
Yeah, it's a weird custom. Normal, like, you know, the common folk have. It's strange.
Spook sighs for a moment and then she pulls out the paper from before and then draws a dog and points to it and goes, "Aww," in Maylin's voice again.
It's like, wait, so you think I'm... And he just listens and is like, you think I'm some kind of dog?
Some kind of dog.
He immediately gets beaten with a dog treat. Yeah, I pull out a dog treat and throw it at his face.
And he just says, so that's
Spook
the reason why you're
Spook actually picks up the dog treat and eats it.
She's weird. She's a druid. She eats all sorts of weird things.
What were you saying,
But
P101?
yeah. But he just kind of sits there and, you know, sort of sighs, you know, head leaning on one hand. He's like, well, at least someone likes me.
Likes
Even if
it.
it's...
Aww, and she gives you another pet.
And he sits there for a moment and he just leans into it.
She keeps petting you.
It's all scaly, but also kind of fluffy. Scaly and fluffy at the same time. It's weird.
Anyway. Eventually, she will sit down and using her... Let me see if I have it. Yep. Using this, she expertly duplicates your minion form, including the scratched out bits, excluding her name, and hands it to you.
It's like, that is... What?
What?
Also, for reference, Apparently, I forgot to mention this. Alari, when you took damage during that fight, you took twice as much damage as you usually did.
I did?
I forgot to mention. I forgot to do the calculations, but it didn't look like you went below 50%.
It's
So
too
we're
late.
okay.
It's too late to go back on that
Mhm.
now, Brain. That's just something.
No, but oh no, but like yeah, like it's fine either way, but I'm vulnerable to bread damage now.
Moving on.
Maybe you should get it looked at.
Moving on.
Yep, moving on. Sorry about that.
But
Anywho,
he takes the the copied minion resume and he looks over all of it, looking for any discrepancies, like any hint that this is clearly just done by a second person.
Nope. It looks exactly like your old one.
Kenkers make the best copycats.
But yeah, and he actively takes off his goggles to look at it, and he's like, "That's kind of impressive."
Aww. Once again in Raylin's voice.
Like, can you just do that?
Do that, and she nods.
Like with anything?
Anything.
So he kind of takes a piece of the paper, and what he does is he writes something down on it in Goblin.
Okay.
And he passes it back to her.
Okay.
Copy that.
Because like
So
I'm literally watching myself.
Spook naturally looks at it for a time, and then she makes the perfect duplicate.
No, you're just letting.
And then she hands both back.
It is the exact same signature.
And he's like, "Spook, can I ask you something?
Ask me something?
If I and he looks over to Yagami, and he's like, if I'm ever not employed by this group anymore, do you want to be my business partner?"
She claps her hands together and just gives a happy caw and then says business partner.
I'll take that as a yes then.
She looks happy as she's saying it, but she says it in the same way you said it, so it sounds a bit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
All right. Well,
And Aliari, he drunkenly says, "Remember what Bivela said about the wedding."
And he's like, ignore. And he just says, "Ignore the knife ears. She doesn't know what she's talking about."
Doesn't know what she's talking about.
They know not what they say.
And then Spook points to the dog picture and then goes, "Aww," and gives it to you. And then pets you on the head.
And he just kind of sheepishly folds it up and puts it safely away in the inside pocket of the jacket that he's wearing.
Aww. She gives you another pat.
All right. Well, and then he looks over to Yagami. Well, seeing as we took care of that, is there any other local problems, or is that kind of it?
Are you asking the NPC?
No, he's looking at Yagami. Because for all intents and purposes, since he offered him his resume, he's more... Kashak kind of more or less considers him his boss.
I believe there was someone here. I believe there was someone here that also wished to ask something of us before the whole baked bread matter that took place.
Yeah. Well,
a lot of guys are talking about that. Anoma appears. Actually, wait, is this after, have you done your extended rest yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have rested. I
suppose it's the morning now, right?
Yeah. It's our 9 o'clock beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm still asleep.
Yeah, like this is still the evening after, I assume.
So, Grog is still asleep then.
Yeah.
Okay. You spent the rest of the day socializing, I guess,
/ drinking.
and drinking and getting drunk.
And again, Cash is just hanging around Spook because this is honestly like probably the closest he's gotten to an actual friend in who knows how long.
Aww.
Yeah. Like, hey, you were Seth's minion. You were never gonna get sympathy from these guys.
Well, that's what you get when you become a kobold. You're the world's punching bag.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, yeah.
So next morning,
Roger's awake.
Aliari and Mavela are.
Same for Maylin.
Spook is making perfect copies of things to please the almighty kobold.
Mavela yells back, "You better not be doing anything illegal!"
Not as far as I can tell.
Illegal.
Do as much illegal stuff as you want.
As much illegal stuff as you want.
Well, in that case, do all of it.
All of it.
Rog finally comes downstairs.
Don't listen to Eliari.
Can we not encourage illegal stuff, please?
As much illegal stuff as you want.
Mavela kind of frowns now at Eliari. Like, see what you did?
I look over to Yagami. You want to help me kick Aliari's ass later?
Try
As
it.
tempting as that sounds, I'm afraid we may need her should we ever encounter Set.
As tempting as that sounds, as much illegal stuff as you want.
Kashak
Not fight amongst each other.
Kashak just busts out laughing.
Rog is laughing too as he comes downstairs. And stretching.
He's like,
What's
hey,
this about illegal stuff?
Like,
what are we laughing about?
You gotta admit, boss, that you kind of walked into that one.
You gotta admit, boss, as much as legal stuff as you want.
What's this about illegal stuff?
What's this about? As much legal stuff as you want.
Camille kind of just sighs.
Yagami just decidedly. Yagami just decidedly he walks away without another word.
You want a drink?
No,
you want to
thank
drink
you.
as much illegal stuff as you want.
No.
This is getting a little out of hand.
Okay then.
Spook, having had a fun, gives Kashak another pat and goes, "Aw."
So as you leave, a gnome approaches you. Hey, are you part of those adventures I've heard of?
Possibly.
That depends. What does this group of adventurers consist of?
I heard they saved the bakery yesterday.
I believe that is us, yes.
Excellent! You see, I've lost my pet Fluffy. I want you to find him for me.
I'm sorry?
My pet Fluffy!
What does it look like?
Brain? It looks like a
It's a
dog,
good thing you
doesn't it?
asked that question. Oh, my pet Fluffy is a blink dog.
Oh,
Blink dog.
Oh, I grew up.
he walks away. It's not something you can eat.
I mean, you can try.
You can try as much illegal stuff as you want. I promise that's the last one.
Oh.
But anyway, seriously.
She says, "I'll pay you 120 gold pieces to go find him for me. I lost him in the forest."
Well, he's gone forever.
Sounds like
You
a
wa-
sizable.
This
Wait, what?
Henjokai lady over here says, "I'll come with you too in case you need any help identifying him. I know what he looks like."
Was this the matter you wished to? Hire us?
Discuss.
Are you talking to the gnome or to the
Yokai.
yokai? Oh, I still need to deliver. I would still like like you to accompany me to deliver the things to
Oh,
my
Okay.
friend
Right.
over at the other city. But I will accompany you to help you find. But I'm willing to accompany you to help you find the blink dog. As
Okay,
long as I
just
can go with this nice strong man right here.
real quick, can I make a check to know what a blink dog is?
Sure.
I don't
And
need to. I grew up around them.
in case I am horribly failing the role play, it is obvious that she's flirting with the other Henjokai.
Eh,
By the way, make your check with advantage because as we've been partnered and I probably would have told you about him at some point.
okay.
I was gonna say Alari would have brought it up with Greg at one point or another, wouldn't she?
So what check would that be? Would it be like
We'll
a
go with nature.
eh?
Apparently, he wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
It's
It's like a dog, but
yes.
fey-ish, but magical.
It's a dog that blinks often.
Okay.
I have not seen a blink dog.
Doesn't every dog blink?
Pretty sure
I think
everything's
I think he means the spell.
Like vanish.
I was
It's a
being
teleport.
funny. I was trying to be funny.
But yeah, like while they're conversing with that, like Kashak just whispers to Spook, "You know what a blink dog is? You're all about nature, aren't you?"
Oh, I can try if I mean
They're fey. You won't be able to turn into one.
So yeah, the socializing that Nipponan is doing with, forgot his name again,
Yagami.
Yagami, is flirtatious, and apparently I don't know how to roleplay, so just infer things.
it's all in the
Anywho.
tone, Brian.
Yeah?
It's all in the tone.
Okay.
Okay. And as for Spook, does she know anything about blink dog?
So
Her?
what did you say precisely to me P101?
What Kashak did was he whispered to her and he said, "Do you know what a blink dog is?"
So okay. Spook nods and says what a blink dog is.
And he, just gives her the piece of paper that they used to communicate with, and it's just like, go ahead then.
It's a teleporting fairy wolf.
Spook just draws another dog and points to it and then goes, "Aww."
Very
But
well.
yeah, and hearing Alari explain, it's like, oh, do you think I'm a blink dog?
Spook
Okay, The dog treat earlier was a joke, you know, right?
Yeah, I know. That was asked to Spook.
Oh.
Spook shakes her head and says, "Not a repeats back to you, but yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're all going to look for this dog then.
Look for this dog."
So you leave the inn.
Okay, wait, which woods?
Probably the
this one
one
over
where
here.
the gnome is. Oh, okay.
Time to start tracking things.
I mean, I've spent a good amount of time. I will have spent a good amount of time in those woods, so I know where to go.
Okay. Are you letting this NPC come with you then?
I don't much care.
Okay.
Okay, so I go into the woods and start calling out Fluffy. Fluffy.
Garag is looking for Prince.
Fluffy.
I call and I whistle for the.
Apparently, I didn't actually drop your tokens in here. I apologize for that.
Black
Player
screen.
characters.
You know it.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other. I can't seem to put my finger on it, but one of them seems to be a different size.
Yes, I don't know why that
If
is,
we're
but
I can't see shit right now.
Oh well. So you, as you're going along, you enter, and you see a mastiff.
That's not a blink dog.
See, this is a good reason. Which is a good thing because you asked, what it looked like.
Still, is it a lost? Is it a lost Poochie?
It's a lost Pushy.
Aww.
There's a blink dog over here, though.
Okay, yeah, I can't see anything though.
Oh, is this not
Forgot-
global illuminated? Just a moment.
no, it's because her token is not set to her character again.
But
Okay.
That's odd.
Garag is
fixed now?
just.
Okay,
Garag is.
why are we in hallways?
Because I want to generate a dungeon. And it'll be
Forest
easier.
dungeon. Oh well.
Yeah, it's
Garag
all
is-
green tinted, right?
Yeah, it is. Garag is staring intently at the Mastiff. He seems to be contemplating something.
Please don't eat it.
I try.
Yes, please don't eat the pup.
I examine the mastiff. Okay, I go find the blink. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the blink dog.
Spook
Roll
pets the
initiative.
mastiff.
Initiative.
Okay.
Not for
Wow.
combat. For chasing.
For chasing. Oh, okay.
Okay, my initiative rolls have not been great. Wow, even with advantage on initiative rolls, I'm still not doing very well.
Same here.
Well, yeah,
Although
but
I don't.
you don't have advantage on initiative rolls. I do.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I had nothing but 5s tonight.
Is that everyone?
Alrighty.
Start. The world is just watching.
So,
Kashak's turn.
No, it's not.
okay.
You mean
Sure.
Yagami?
Cashout rolled a 22, didn't he?
Yeah, he
no,
did.
he rolled a 17.
Oh, he didn't.
He rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7.
Oh, you rolled a 7?
He forgot to click on his token. And you
No, he
didn't wipe
didn't.
the turn order from last time.
No.
That's fine.
The point is, Yagami's next.
Just a moment.
What are we chasing?
A blink dog.
Which way did it go?
Well, right now it hasn't moved yet at all.
It's over here.
Huh?
So we have one lost pooch
Zoom out.
and then a blink dog.
Oh, that's the blink. Oh, that's the blink dog. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the whole Henge Yokai thing and shapeshift into a four-legged wolf. Which I might give me. I'd have to look that up, but ideally
You
it
get the
gives me.
speed of a wolf,
Yes, exactly.
which I think is 40. Let me check.
Let me check. I have a wolf stat right here somewhere.
Yep, 40.
Yep.
Assuming that changing my form takes my action.
Yeah, it does.
I think I'm going. And there. Believe that's my turn.
Okay, the blink dog sees a wolf coming.
Brilliant move, dude.
Brilliant move. It runs that way.
Please, at the sight of the wolf.
It's Guryog's turn.
Gerard. Gerarg.
Gerarg.
Exactly. So, he kind of notices the blink dog run off. So, he's gonna try and cut it off and go in the opposite direction.
Congratulations, you found a dead end.
Oh. Well, that was pointless. Next turn.
Maylin, it's your turn.
Aren't we in a forest?
You raise a valid point. Walls are difficult terrain.
Oh. Is there anything beyond this wall?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Because I just used all of my movement, so
You just
I
got
could
all your
use my action to dash.
Do you do so?
I guess.
What was your movement again?
40. So it's 20 movement to go through difficult terrain. Alright then.
Well, time for Maylin to monkey her way through the trees.
Yee! I could probably go through them easily. I'm still not entirely sure, like where, like what path is where. Oh, okay, good. Let's see. So there's a lost pooch right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, since I kind of see that first, I'm gonna go check it out real quick. Kind of like, poor animal, are you okay?
It licks your face.
Oh, what a cutie!
Poochie.
Is that your turn?
I just want to check to see if it's like injured or something, or is it just lost?
It's just lost, apparently.
It just lost. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep it with me.
Okay.
Short people can ride masters.
Nippodan foxes and follows the wolf.
Turns into a fox and runs after the wolf. Okay.
Laria's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna run you here, but then
It went this way if it helps.
yeah, I see it here, and then hold on, I'm gonna do some quick measurements. It's okay. Hold on. I keep losing the place.
If you click and hold, you can drag your token and move.
And if you push Q while doing so, it'll show you measurement.
Okay, I pretty sure. Okay, pretty sure that was it. Okay, yeah, that's the right one. And then, and I'm gonna. So that was my dash action, and then I'm going to Misty Step the rest of the way with as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I hold my and I say, "Hey, Fluffy," and I hold my hand out to him.
It's Spook's turn.
Okay, so Spook is going to spend a free action to pet the doggo.
Pet the dog. Pet the dog.
And then I am going to. Yeah, this will probably be. Now, again, is the terrain we're on difficult terrain or is it just floor terrain?
The walls are difficult terrain.
Walls are difficult, the floor is just terrain.
Alright, so I'm going to do this amazing thing and I am going to wild shape into a riding horse.
Horse.
And I'm just going to leave my token there so I'm still on the turn order. But I'm going to move over to here and then I'm going to gently nudge the head of the horse against Kashak.
Who gets to move?
And I am going to hold my action to dash. Can I do that, Wedwood?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to dash once Kashak hops on.
Horses are fast, yo.
All right. Well, seeing this and just seeing how big the riding horse is, it's like, it's basically like looking up at a giant. It's like, okay, here we go, and hops and tries to pull himself up onto it.
Okay,
Make an acrobatics check.
You could also turn into a pony, and it would still have the same stats.
If you think it's big enough that you need to do an acrobatics check, then make one.
How tall is a riding horse?
They're pretty darn tall.
It's just a horse.
They're medium-sized, I believe.
He probably needs to pull himself up a little bit, but I don't think it would be that much of an effort.
Okay.
Okay, so once he's on, I'm going to use my...
So they're large.
I'm going to, clip, clop, dash right to here. And since he's on me, he is... And you should still have some of your movement left if you wish to use it.
Alright, just give me a minute. So, since I'm on here, that would be... Alright. And since that was pretty much your movement, I can hop off and use my cunning action to dash. And since my movement is 40, that's 80 feet. So bang, I'm right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Since that's my bonus action, I can't really do much of anything else. So yeah, that's my one.
What does Maylin do?
You mean Mavela?
Right.
Mavela.
Right. Sorry. I missed a duplicate.
Alright.
2 M's. 2 people with M names.
Yeah, my name has a V in it.
So Mavela, what do you do?
Mavela is torn. She wants to go after the blink dog, but she doesn't want to leave the lost little mastiff.
I can watch him while you go get him.
Then what are you doing over here?
Oh, you want to go with the blink dog? I'm sorry.
Wait. Are you in the wall?
She isn't.
No.
Hmm. You
It's
sure you
possible
can?
her token didn't place right on yours, so I'm gonna do this.
Okay. No, it's okay.
But
So
is she
you'll
in the
stay
same
here.
position now?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in the square next to the mastiff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you sure you're gonna stay here with the mastiff?
Of course.
All right, then I'll head on over to the blink dog, and I'm gonna use Let's see, what was that?
Mei Ling was a little offended that she would actually think she'd leave a poor pooch by herself.
Yeah,
You mean,
I'm gonna. Anyway, I'm gonna spend a key to use Step of the Wind again.
alrighty.
Let's see. This is 55. Plus.
And with Step of the Wind, dashing is a bonus action, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
If you spend a key point.
If you spend a key
Yeah,
point.
no, I'm trying to get to the last 25 feet. There's right here. At least I think so. And that should be the end of my turn.
Okay. The world continues to watch with amusement.
Alrighty.
Yagami's turn.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to move here. I'm going. I guess. Can I dash another 40 feet?
yeah. So that would be an action, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's about all I can do anyway. So.
Alrighty. You can also try to speak to the Blink Dog as a bonus, as a free action. Possibly.
It looks like it looks to us like looks to me like the go-to strat here is cutting it off somehow.
Oh.
We need all the a full knowledge of the forest layout to be able to do that.
It's the Blink Dog's turn.
It has to me extending my hand out to him.
Alright, I'll get to that in a moment. So, Garg, you see a Blink Dog up here.
Oh.
It looks at you and then takes off.
No.
This Blink Dog.
Oh, great.
There are two of them?
This
Gerard doesn't know this.
takes off over here. Does anyone want to use an opportunity, whatever, to try to grab it?
Do I do it?
I'm using my opportunity, well, quote unquote opportunity attack to try and make a grab for it.
Okay. Make a athletics, I think.
Yep.
Nope.
I mean, I feel like you'd probably just get pulled along with it.
He's like, ah!
You successfully get pulled along with the dog.
But yeah, you just yeah.
He's
Yagami
just being
just sees me
dragged.
go.
Did
Just sees me.
Alari make a check as well?
No, like I said, Fluffy?
But yeah, you just see like Kashak like grab a hold of it, and just he's being dragged along with like dust
Yeah,
being
because
kicked
again,
up and everything.
Okay,
and
now
he has no idea that this might not be the Blink Dog.
Okay, which is true. Does someone holding onto you count as you wearing or carrying it?
I mean, I'm guessing that Kashak's light enough not to count as encumbrance.
He weighs about 29 pounds.
Well, my question is is the blink dog technically wearing or carrying him?
I'd say he'd be dragging him because
Okay.
because Kashak would be making an active effort to try and stop him.
Well, you see, the blink dog teleports over here. It's Guriar's turn.
Okay, he's gonna go after the blink dog. And rather than dash, he's going to reach into his bag and take out a day's worth of rations, which is just meat, and extend and lays it out on the ground. And then he just sits there.
It's Malin's turn. You continue to watch the dog.
I continue to watch the dog.
The dog continues to watch you too.
Can I give him some of my rations?
You can if you want.
Yes, I do.
As a
So
head
I'm
up,
just sitting down and content and just like eating some bread and then feeding it to the dog as well. Like, hee
just a heads up, Brain.
Mm-hmm.
We are past the 2-hour mark.
We have 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
Just a heads up.
Okay. So Nipanan goes over here. She looks at the blink dog. She turns over and looks at Kashak and shakes her head. It's Ilaria's turn.
Wait, so that's not the right A1?
She's a fox right now. She can't speak.
Keep an eye on that at Blink Dog. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna I go down this way to see if I can find anything else.
That is a
Okay,
dead end.
and I guess I'm gonna use my dash action to check out this spot then.
Which is also a dead end.
And that's all my movement. Nothing
It's
over
the horse's
here.
turn. Spook, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, I've muted myself. Because the audio is directly from my mic, I have to click the button on my mic. I move down and then I hold my action to dash again.
Okay. Kashak, it's your turn.
All right, and getting back up from basically the thing teleporting away from me, he sees Spook. Well, sees this white spotted horse, and of course, Spook, and hops up on her.
Alright, so which direction would you like to go?
Keeping an eye on this one because as far as Kashak knows, this is the one they're looking for. So head in this way.
Alright, so I'm going to dash and get right up here.
All right, and he
And
hops off.
Since the blink dog can't move through the squares of non-allies, it's trapped.
Technically, but I'll go with yes. Since we determined the walls are difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he hops off. Pence is like, okay, you're Fluffy, right? Yep. Your owner's looking for you. You need to get on back home, otherwise you're gonna starve out here.
It's Mavela's turn.
Oh. Yeah.
Which way's the blink dog? Over here?
Yeah, over there.
Gerarg is having his own adventures.
At this point,
Gerard's
I'm
excellent
just
adventure.
at this point, I'm just going to use another key point and use Step of the Wind again
Okay.
because everyone's like 3 miles ahead of her.
Mobile, it's an awesome feat.
And that is the end of my turn, I believe.
Okay. The world watches in amusement. It's Yagami's turn.
Okay, I'm going to hold on.
Forty feet.
Move the first 25 feet this way. 15 feet this way. And I'm going to dash.
Ooh,
And another 20 feet over here.
You see another blink dog.
wait, where are you?
Yagami just thinks to himself. Yagami just thinks to himself, "There you are."
Uh-oh. Wait, which one? How many blink dogs are there? I don't know.
He sees your blink dog. He sees this one.
He's seeing that one. And Gavarg trying to lure it with food, and he's sitting completely still, not doing anything. And he has the food on the floor.
Okay. We'll go with this one that's trapped in a corner first. The blink dog sits and quivers and whines.
Poor doggo.
This one slowly steps towards you and then sees the wolf and bolts.
Gerard gets up and carries the food with him. It's like, God damn it.
It's Garog's turn.
Oh, that's why. I almost had him before you showed up.
You ruined
dang it.
everything.
It's Maylin's turn. She can
I'm going to.
doggy.
One sec, I'm going to dash after.
Okay.
Quick, come back. I have food. He's still carrying the food in his arms.
Now it's Maylin's turn.
I hear a bunch of commotion and I look concerned, but I still don't want to leave the doggy alone.
Okay.
Is he a good doggy? Is he a good doggy? Yes.
He's such a good doggy.
Yes, he
He's a
is.
good doggy. I'm just basically even though I'm concerned, I just hug the dog and I nuzzle my face into it like, hee hee. Also, if anybody needs healing, just yell out and I'll try to see what I can do.
It's Alari's turn.
Okay, come up here. And yeah, I still at this point I'm still under the impression that this is this is the blink dog we're looking for. But actually, I see that you guys have it in hand, so I'm gonna go see if I can find the others. And I guess I'll Misty Step over here. That's it. Turn.
It's Spook's turn.
So, am I able to use my action to pick up the blink dog by the scruff of the neck with my mouth?
Can horses do that?
That's a good question. We'll go with yes for now.
Okay, so I pick up the dog in my mouth as an action, and then I just... That's basically it for me for now.
It doesn't seem to like being picked up by the scruff of the neck.
Aww.
It's Kashak's turn.
Yeah, as he says, all right, go and spook any pats are on the side. And after that, he just hops back on her and grips the reins.
And just for Mavela, Kashak is pretty small. You could probably fit on her back. Just might have noted that.
So it's Mavela's turn then?
Okay, I'm trying to call.
Oh wait, before that, I'll use my bonus action to, if anything, if Mavela or Spook is doing anything, I'll use my help action with them.
Okay.
I believe I have animal handling, and
You are roboting super hard right now.
Changing mic.
The power to destroy a planet is insignificant.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, going to use animal handling to calm the blink dog.
Okay. Make a roll. It did not help.
He's still pretty scared. He's scared. Vela is fighting. Dang it. Okay.
It's the world's turn, and we're close enough to time, so why don't we just stop there?
Okay. I was going to do something involving Yagami, but that can wait for next time.
So, is everyone enjoying the quests?
Yes. I'm having fun.
I did certainly have fun so far. The role playing opportunities, especially.
Yeah,
because I'm honestly really liking Spook.
Yeah.
She's quite a character, isn't she?
Yeah, kind of cute. Yeah.
And it just happens to be another Kenku love interest for yet another character being played by Pete.
It's going to become a running gag.
Yeah,
I
just
swear
you watch.
it wasn't intentional.
Okay,
yeah, you watch. Just you watch the penultimate, the very, the ultimate end of this joke is just basically one of my characters apparently being the god figure of a religion or something.
Calling it now. If we ever do a PM D&D campaign, and P101's character is gonna have a Chaudot fall in love with him.
Please don't encourage it. But yeah, aside from that, I admit, although this is a unique use of it, I did feel a little iffy when you asked us to roll initiative for this one. But it's not a straight up fight, so it's alright. But when I heard you say roll initiative, I was...
You're like, oh no, another fight.
I mean, I know this isn't a fight. This is just basically keep track of what everyone is doing at any given time, so that there's no unfairness. But I did feel a little iffy when I heard you call that. So I apologize for that, but still just voicing a concern over that.
Okay.
All right. So TLDR, this was a lot better, but a few things to note. You will need to get better rewards because And the second thing is you're giving us level 1 quests. But again, we will talk about that after we end the stream. But otherwise,
Okay.
you did great, Brain. This was
Thanks.
a lot of fun.
So a lot of improvements to be made, but yet you're on the right track, mate.
Yep.
You're on the right track.
So, thank you everyone for watching. See you in a couple of days on Friday. Bye.
See ya.
See you all later.
A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness that his very soul split into two. These two halves of his soul reincarnated into two new foxes. They were born together, and so would know one another all their lives. And in his rebirth, the lonely fox finally had the friend that he had always wanted. A long time ago, in the deepest parts of the Feywild, there was a fox. This fox wandered the Feywild, searching for the one thing he'd ever wanted, a friend. Try as he might, he never could find this friend. All his life, he knew only loneliness. Finally, the fox gave in to despair and spent the remainder of his days crying. He cried for so long that his eyes turned red and his body went dry, until finally he died as he had lived, alone. So heartbroken was he from loneliness